Señores de sonido, estamos listos en cabina.
El pago es el 1.8. El pago. Sí, el 1.8.
No le has cambiado la clave, ¿no?
No, es el 1.8. Lo que pasa es que dijo para 5.
¿Alguien más sabe la clave?
Nico. Nico estaba conectado. Yo le he hecho que yo la conocía.
Caballeros, bienvenidos al Centro Naval de Perú. Damos inicio al primer día de Congreso Internacional sobre Derecho Militar. Saludamos esta mañana la presencia de los señores generales, almirantes, vocales y fiscales supremos del Fuero Militar Policial, así como al general Jean-Pierre Spig, presidente nacional de Derecho Militar y Derecho de la Guerra, del señor Ludwig Bartenberg, jefe de gabinete del secretario de Estado del Comercio Exterior de Bélgica. Asimismo a todas las delegaciones y representantes el día de hoy. La primera conferencia que toca tratar esta mañana se titula Las Naciones Unidas y las operaciones de paz en el mundo. Permítame presentar brevemente al moderador de esta mesa de trabajo. Se trata del señor capitán de navío Gaetano César. Él ha seguido la calificación por actividad de infantería de marina y por orientación de electrónica y comunicaciones. Asimismo, cursos de inteligencia naval, artillería e ingeniería de campaña. Ha desarrollado los cursos de paracaidismo básico y militar y maestro de salto en las escuelas de paracaidistas del Ejército de Perú. Ha sido comandante del batallón de infantería de la guarnición de Marina militar de Sudán, jefe del Frente Interno de la segunda sección de inteligencia del Estado Mayor Conjunto, inspector interno de la Dirección General de Capitanías y Guardacostas. El 1 de enero del 2011, el alto mando naval le confiere el ascenso al grado de capitán de navío y asume en el 2012 el cargo de jefe de servicio de la Policía Naval. En el año 2013 asume la jefatura del Frente Interno de la segunda sección del Estado Mayor Conjunto de las Fuerzas Armadas. En el año fue comandante y en el año 2015 fue inspector interno de la Dirección General de Capitanías y Guardacostas. Desempeña el cargo de director de estación de operaciones de paz de las Fuerzas Armadas del Perú en el Ministerio de Defensa. Dejo con ustedes en la navegación de esta primera conferencia al señor Cayetano César Guevara Berra.
Damas y caballeros, buenos días. Es para mí un honor estar ante tan selecta concurrencia. El día de hoy vamos a dar inicio a la conferencia programada. El general Paul Wilson es un general de brigada del Ejército de los Estados Unidos, comandante de la Agencia de Servicios Legales del Ejército de los Estados Unidos. Licenciado por la Universidad de México, licenciado por la Universidad de Virginia. Posee una maestría en leyes por la Escuela Jurídico Militar de Abogados y una maestría en ciencias por la Escuela Nacional de Guerra. La educación militar del general Wilson incluye a la Escuela Nacional de Guerra, Escuela de Armas y Servicios del Estado, un posgrado para abogados jurídicos militares, un curso básico jurídicos militares, entre otros. Algunas de sus asignaciones previas son la primera división blindada, del desierto y tormenta en Grafenberg, Alemania, consejero del tribunal, tercera división de infantería en Grafenberg, Alemania. Dejo con ustedes por el espacio de 30 minutos la exposición del general Wilson, que será una perspectiva de los Estados Unidos en la...
Thank you very much for your kind introduction, and thank you very much for the opportunity to be with you here today. I won't single out every one of the distinguished guests who's here, because that would take 30 minutes of the time, because there are many of you in the room, but I would like to one in particular for the work that they've done in putting this conference together. And the first, of course, is General President Juan Pablo Carlos, wonderful work that he's doing. Brigadier General retired John Peters, President of the International Society for Military Law, a third vice president of that society, his friend, Brigadier General retired. And then the fourth, of course, is mi hermano, Admiral Julio Pacheco Page. Thank you to the four of you for the work that you've done in bringing this group of together to have a conversation about how to report. I'm sure that my boss, Dr. Arpino, would very much like to be here. Unfortunately, I'm a poor substitute. She's otherwise occupied and unable to. For the next few minutes, then I'll talk about U.S. peacekeeping operations from the U.S. The United States is a lead supporter of UN peacekeeping operations, largely through its financial support and its training, not so much in terms of providing personnel to conduct peacekeeping operations. We discovered over time that breaking things, not necessarily so good at keeping the peace. I say that as a joke, but it's not our core mission. So we recognize that we look to other countries and the services of other countries for help in this area. We're the largest financial contributor to peacekeeping operations and a top provider of the training. I'll discuss this, and I'll discuss U.S. policy towards these operations and our current focus on addressing worldwide shortfalls. The role of the armies that we intend to play in security cooperation initiatives, working with our partners and allies to sustain and improve military capacity. The role effective justice systems can play in the success of the operation. This is the agenda, don't fall. These four topics. In some of these slides, I won't spend much time on. Simply there to give you a sense of the scope and perspective of our role. These operations. So this slide says this contribution operations. But let me start with saying what UN military personnel do. The UN has been involved in peacekeeping operations since 1948. Security Council authorized deployment of UN military. This is agreement between Israel. Since then, military personnel have been used to monitor disputed borders, to monitor and observe peace processes and provide security to protect civilians importantly. Assisting country military personnel with training and support assets combatants that have been signed. There are currently 16 active UN ongoing peacekeeping operations, and I won't touch on all of these. In fact, I won't touch on really any other than the oldest one is, as I mentioned, dating back to 1948 at least. The bulk of these operations from the map occur in Africa, but they are small. And 16 is not an insignificant number. The UN is actively engaged in conducting these operations throughout the world. This chart shows you just really how few people in the United States contributes to these missions. The last time that we contributed was back in the early to mid-90s, when we were pretty heavily involved in peacekeeping operation in Europe. The one takeaway from this chart is that we're not typically actively engaged in these missions. We need to do more on the front end in terms of the training and provision of resources to prepare to these missions. So the most common sort of peacekeeper is an infantry soldier, somebody who's been trained as a role. But what we've discovered over time is there are enablers that make these, they're necessary for these missions. Engineers to improve roadways. They might be helicopter crews to help with mobility. Or they might be communications personnel or medical personnel. And so one of the questions going into what does we need in this location? We have identified what the requirement is to ensure right resources for the mission, and that varies from country to country. The one thing that we have noticed over time, though, is that perhaps the most important part on the front end is the training of the force. We have to ensure that whatever force is sent is adequately prepared for the mission that